Welcome back to the news at 10. To security matters, one military personnel drafted to Agatu by the Benue State Joint Security Council has been killed in a brawl with Agatu youths in an attempt to disarm them. Governor Samuel Ortom revealed this at the state's third stakeholders forum. The death of the soldier is in the height of 2 weeks of agitation, where a police station was attacked and a service rifle snatched by youths suspected to be from Agatu local council. Now, the Commander 707 Special Brigade Command Makudi Brigadier General Clement Akmere has denied the reprisal killing of 8 Agatu indigents, including a pregnant woman, by the military in an operation to arrest youths involved with the killing of a soldier on February 11th in Agatu. Promising to continue with the military operations in the area to keep herdsmen and Agatu farmers away from attacking each other, the general says large cache of arms, ammunition and other military hardware have been recovered from many villages in Agatu. Let's take a look at some party politics. And the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party in the country is taking an interesting turn in Delta State, as the Ali Modu Sharif faction of the party today held a town hall meeting in Agbo, Delta State. The meeting forms part of his familiarization tour to all states in the South-South and the South-East, with the sole aim of fostering unity in the party. According to the chairman of the party, impunity must stop and the people must be allowed to choose their own leaders.
The ancient city of Agbo plays host to the national leader of a faction of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Senator Ali Modu Sharif, with other national executives, is received by hundreds of supporters as he makes his way into the hall. In his remarks, Senator Ali Modu Sharif laments what he calls impunity in the PDP, promising to sanitize the party by giving the people the mandate.
We will continue our job as ESCO and we rely the hope of the common man, the courts, to decide who is right and who is wrong, to beg him.
It is an opportunity for other party faithful to bet their minds.
As a legislator, my duty is to adhere to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which says, in our PDP Constitution, there's no such place called Kidnappings.
Senator Sharif believes the party can regain its lost glory.
What we want to achieve in PDP is to take the party to you people. What I mean by you people, you should be able to choose who you want in your village as your leader, not the person that Ali Sharif will give you in Abuja. Unless we do that, the party will not come back to power the way it was in 1999.
The leadership crisis of the PDP at the national level started after the May 21 non-elective national convention of the party in Port Harcourt, which dissolved the National Working Committee led by Sharif and raised a National Caretaker Committee. For now, the court has slated judgment on the crisis rocking the party for February the 17th, and party faithful here are hopeful that the outcome of the judgment would afford the PDP the much-needed tonic to reposition the party for the 2019 general elections.
From politics, let's take a look at some business. Here's Anne Waudu.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Ijoma. Welcome to Business News. The Debt Management Office has announced plans to introduce the federal government savings bond before the end of the first quarter of 2017. This is part of efforts to deepen the nation's securities market. The Director General of the Debt Office, Dr. Abraham Nwankwo, says the initiative will help increase savings culture among Nigerians, diversify funding sources for the government, and establish a benchmark for issuers.
We thought that it is important going forward for us to introduce a product that enables the ordinary Nigerian to participate. So it's important that we introduce a product that will enable any Nigerian that has just as little as 5,000 naira to be able to invest in a government instrument, in a government bond, and interest from it, while helping to contribute to a pool of funds that we use to provide infrastructure for rapid development. In that case, you'll be achieving a number of things. You are helping the population to develop a culture of savings. Because as you know, in every economy, the higher the culture of savings, the greater the chances of the country developing.
The Ministry of Budget and National Planning says it has no plans to raise 5 trillion naira from sale of country's assets. And this is coming against the backdrop of some media reports that the federal government has recommended the sale of assets in the next 4 years as part of its economic recovery and growth plan. But the Budget Office today explained that the government's recovery plan has been finalized and will soon be presented to the public. The statement says that 60 strategies for implementation of the recovery plan through 4 key execution priorities have already been developed, and this includes stabilization of the macroeconomic environment, food security, sufficiency in energy, and focus on small and medium-scale enterprises through industrialization. A second day of sell-offs across key sectors pulled the local equities market down 84 basis points as analysts are expecting bargain hunting to continue in tomorrow's session. Harriet Agbenyi has the details. Trading sentiments continue to be lackluster in the absence of any strong news to the Nigerian stock market as investors position ahead of Nigeria Treasury bills and bond auctions this week. Tuesday's session saw losses recorded by consumer goods, banking and industrial goods sectors, pulling the all-share index down 84 basis points to 25,032.17 with a market capitalization of 8.66 trillion naira. Total market volume was 144.8 million shares, exchanged in 2,868 deals, valued at 1.91 billion naira. Dunlop, Sterling Bank and Access Bank were the 3 most actively traded stocks today. Forte Oil improved gains recorded on Monday to lead PZ Cussons, UAC Properties and 12 other gainers. On the other hand, the top 3 laggards are Nigerian Breweries, Eternal Oil and CAP. Those are the day's trading figures. I'm Harriet Agbenyi. Thank you, Harriet. U.S. equities closed higher today, posting new record highs after investors digested positive comments from Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen's first testimony on Donald Trump's administration. But on the other hand, it was mixed close for other world-leading stock markets. Let's see the numbers. That's Business News Tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anne Nwawadu. It's back to you, Ijoma.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Anne. Now, good manners, they say, can open doors that the best education may not. And that's what Fidelity Bank wants to do through its private banking arm by organizing a mentorship program on leadership for children between the ages of 9 and 15. The one-day workshop centered on etiquette and financial education.
Fidelity Bank Mentorship Program is designed to provide the right coaching for the younger generation by equipping them with leadership skills. It covers various fields to ensure the right principles and values are instilled from an early age and is strictly for the children of the private banking clients.
Sometimes they will come across difficult situations in life. How well do they handle them? It has everything to do with their appearance, their attitude, their behavior, the way they communicate. All of these kind of things are what you don't normally learn in school.
If you're talking about succession planning and you're looking at future generations, we want to make sure that they develop social skills, the right social skills, and then they're well equipped for leadership.
Here's what the children have to say about the exercise.
In this class, they have taught me ways to be polite, how to be confident about myself, good manners, bad behavior, stuff I should never do.
I've learned a lot of new manners today, like what you do at your table, your house, at the airplane, and I enjoyed the activities here too.
We believe that if we get an expert to talk to these children, you're also preparing them and refining their mindset, or reinforcing some of the things their parents would have taught them, that sometimes they will even think, really, why should I do A or B or C? They might think their parents are too hard on them. But when you now see an independent professional conducting a class like this for these children, it might reinforce what parents have told them, as well as teach them new things, because you never get tired of learning.
As part of the mentorship program, children are guided on a tour of Fidelity Private Banking facility, where they can also visit to study during holidays.
Whenever you have breaks, you can tell your mom and dad to bring you to the library.
Organizers of the program plan to run different streams in order to accommodate more children.
Union Bank has unveiled plans to celebrate its centenary anniversary. The program for the year-long event was made known today at a briefing with journalists, and at that briefing, the board of directors gave highlights of the event.
Known by several generations of customers, bankers and shareholders, Union Bank's history in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized. Today, the simpler and smarter lender is 100-year-old, and the board is geared up for its centenary celebrations with a 3-point agenda.
So we will use what we've learned over the last 100 years to celebrate, impact and lead. Celebrate is self-explanatory, right? We'll celebrate our employees, past, present and future. We will seek to impact. We will impact our environment. We are impacting our environment, and we will impact our environment. And we will lead. We will lead into the future.
So it's good to see that not only the bank is still standing, but it's come alive. I mean, that's really happy. It's been reawakened. And so, and it's been reawakened because it's not been easy to think about the environment in which we've had to operate as a bank over the last couple of years. It's been tough, but we have not given up.
Activities for the celebration kicks off with the cutting of cake.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
With focus on 3 main schemes, the initiatives to expect are promising.
So having been part of the history of this country for as long as we can remember, it's a lot to reflect on, all the lessons learned, successes, things that haven't gone as well, and what that then means for us in the future.
From the business side, we're going to have a lot of promotions to celebrate our customers, to give back to our customers and to reward them for their loyalty over the years. We're going to celebrate all our different stakeholders, our employees as well.
Founded in 1917, Union Bank was a colonial bank acquired by Barclays in 1925. By 1990, the lender had assumed a new ownership structure, now known as Union Bank.
To a bit of troubling news now. Barely 2 days after the release of the Secretary of the Isheri Estate Landlords Association, Dayo Adekoya, by his kidnappers, 7 persons have been kidnapped in the Ekpe area of Lagos. It was gathered that the victims, 5 workers on a farm and 2 members of the Odua People's Congress, who were employed as security guards, were abducted in the early hours of the day while on their way to the farm. Igbodu community is said to have a number of medium and large-scale farms, but has witnessed several kidnappings in recent times. Still ahead on the news at 10, the Rwandan Football Federation shortlists former Super Eagles coach Samson Siasia for the country's vacant coaching job. That's on sports. Please stay with us.